Here's a big reason your characters look boring. One of the main reasons I see when I see beginner artists or intermediate character designers that want to either do their own D&D character, their own comic characters, or just want to get into character concept art, a lot of the times their characters look boring, even though they have fantastic design. So a lot of you, I see this with like, there's a big focus either from the industry or what you see online to have very cool, big, bold colors, very nice graphic designs, incredible like costuming, but still the character itself looks boring as hell. The reason for this is because your character doesn't look like a human. And this is something I see happen all the time. And the main reason for this is that you forget that your character should be acting, not posing. A lot of you pose your characters, and because you're posing your characters, just like you look awkward in a photo where you're posing and don't know how to look natural, that's exactly what's happening with your characters. You need to make your characters act, either act or interact, like I'm doing here. A big part of that is that in your sketches or when you're figuring out a pose for your character, they should feel as if they're acting. Now, most of the characters here on screen right now are acting. Some of them are posing, right? We have some characters on like the bottom right that is a bit more posing, although he's not facing the camera, is still posing. But most of the time I try to create my characters as if I capture them in the moment of their everyday life, not that they're needing to pose for me, for my camera, right? Sounds weird, like I'm talking to my characters, but that's essentially what I'm trying to think of. And especially with characters in particular, you can also have them interact, right? If you want to, sometimes you can make a character more interesting, a character design, just by placing an extra next to them that is interacting with them. And because of that, that character by nature becomes more interesting because now they're literally interacting with another character. But overall, even if you want to do a standalone character, thinking about how they would act and you actually capturing them in the moment creates a much more human feeling of the character. And therefore, the character becomes more interesting instantly. Even if they have like just the most basic clothes on their body, they still look interesting. That's what makes animators so good. They bring a character or even a pillowcase to life without that pillowcase or that character having extravagant graphic design or cool costumes. It's all about creating the illusion of life, not about the costume design itself. And that's why most of your characters look boring, is because they lack life.